This is history right here. This is ancient history. So you go around, you have people saying that I don't believe the Bible is a fairy tale. Well, these historians, these archaeologists, they all believe in the Bible. They all believe in the Bible. They all know the Bible to be true because the Bible is one of their reference books. That's why on the Discovery Channel, when they have their specials of the ancient world and the History Channel, they always revert back to the scriptures. And they quote scriptures. And they show you the archaeological digs that they made in that region of land. Then they'll back it up with the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand.
Yeah, because it was an empire. It was mighty that every nation round about them would feared them. Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. And then it was back then. It was said that it was insane to go up against the Persian Empire.
Yeah, they had told there's a movie come out. Well, there was two movies. The older movie that came out sometime in the 50s, I think it was actually called Alexander the Great, and the lead character was played by this guy Richard Burton. And they showed in that movie, like I said, it's an old movie. If you can get it, it's a good movie. They showed in the movie the medieval Persians, and they showed them to look dark skinned. So that shows you the people that put that movie together, they had historians on the payroll, so to speak. And they told them, no, the medieval Persians was a dark nation. There were two dark nations. Go ahead.
It says, but he did according to his will and became great. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat.
Right. He did according to his will and became great. He became great. Oh, matter of fact, you got the Bible dictionary? So I want to get a little history of the Persians and the Medes. Either or both. Can you get the other one too? All right. Do I have mine right there? Mine should be over there. If not, I gotta look for it. Well, I gotta look for it. All right. Well, we're in school, man. You know, like you Negroes, you like to go see the so-called white man in his college classes and shit with the that jacket with the patches on it. Well, you ain't gonna see us with jackets with patches on the bad boy, right? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 26. A cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in prosperity, and the finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind.
Yeah, because you got people out there that watches on YouTube or the different sites, and they don't want to do all this digging. I mean, it's not a lot of digging, you know. That's why it's called research, because it was searched out already, so we're researching it, all right? So go to this one first, and then go to the Zandavins. You can go to the Medes or Medes and Persians, whatever, however it's written out, however it's worded. All right, let's see what that says.
All right, this is the Harper's Bible Dictionary on page 618 on the Media or Medes. All right, it says the names of a place and people often associated with that of Persia, especially in the books of Esther and Daniel. Media became a province of the Persian Empire in 549 BC, when the Median overlord was conquered by Cyrus the Great. The area of Media appears as one to which the Portuguese...
Look up the word Cyrus or Cyrus the Great, and then we're going to go back to that. Now, Cyrus the Great had to be a Persian. That's why it said one became greater than the other. It should either say Cyrus or Cyrus the Great.
I got Cyrus the second here. Akkadian, Persian emperor and founder of the Achaemenid dynasty, ruled Babylonia 539 to 530 BC. His name occurs 22 times in the Bible, in the books of Daniel, Ezra, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, and Isaiah. Extra biblical evidence comes from the classical Greek authors Herodotus and Xenophon. It says, though their reports are often encrusted with legends, as well as cuneiform records. From the later, we learn that Cyrus' ancestors was Tiespes of Anshan. Cyrus' grandfather was named Cyrus. His father, Cambyses the first. His mother, Mandane, was a daughter of the Median king Astyages. Cyrus is therefore known to moderns as Cyrus II. Cyrus II's son, who ruled Babylon from 530 to 522 BC, was Cambyses II. Cyrus's capital was Pasargadae in what is now southern Iran. Cyrus's military victories.
So that proves that the original name of the people of Iran was known as the Persians. Go back to where we left off.
It says back in Media, it says when the Median overlord Media became a province of the Persian Empire in 549 BC. That's when they both merged. It says, when the Median overlord was conquered by Cyrus the Great, the area of Media appears as one to which deportees from the northern kingdom were taken in 722 BC. 2 Kings 17:6 and 18 and 11. Ecbatana, the Median capital, located some 400 miles north of the Persian Gulf, became one of the administrative centers of the Persian Empire, Ezra 6 and 2. In the stories related in the book of Esther and in Daniel 5 and 6, the laws of Medes and Persians are described as unalterable. An example, Esther 1:19, Daniel 5:28. A description that is evidently a folk tale motive related to the prohibition on altering laws found in numerous ancient legal texts. Gives you some more scriptures. It says the Medes appear as the divine instrument of judgment on Babylon in Isaiah 13:17, and they give you other scriptures also. Also with Elam, a picture of total judgment on Babylon at the hands of all the nations. Daniel 5:31, 9 and 1 and 11 and 1 introduce a kingdom.
And it wasn't by the hand of all the nations. It was by the hands of two nations that gathered into one, the Medo-Persian Empire. When the modern Babylon, America goes down, there's going to be many nations. All right? I think that's on that. If you guys give me Persia a little bit.
All right, this is Persia, an empire that at its height stretched from Greece in the west to India in the east. The Persian Empire came into being with the victories of Cyrus the Great over the Median overlord circa 550 BC and lasted until the conquest of Alexander the Great circa 330 BC. The origin and original locality of the ancestors of the Persians remains uncertain. Links with Parsua, south of Lake Ormaya, some 175 miles west of the southern end of the Caspian Sea, are possible, but more probable are those with Persis, east of the Persian Gulf, where Pasargadae and Persepolis, great centers of empire, were situated. Rulers. The ruler of the empires were Cyrus, king of Anshan, circa 560 BC, died 530. Cambyses, 465. Artaxerxes, 465 to 424. Xerxes II, 424. Sogdianos, 424 to 423. Darius II, 423 to 405. Artaxerxes